My name is David, and this is Cebro Paracord Design. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make the Neon Beats Paracord bracelet. What you'll need for this is, if you have one, a jig. What I'm using here is the Speedy Jig XL. You'll need 2 5/8 buckles and 2 strands of cords. The cord lengths are the same for both, 7 feet. That's with a little bit of slack, because I always tend to use a little more than is necessary. Alright, let's get into this tutorial. First off, you want to take your cords, and you want to run your cord ends, both ends. You want to run one end down through the top of the buckle, and you want to even up the cord. This will be on the bottom end. You'll just even both ends up on the cord. And then what you want to do, you want to take the cord that's on the top and bring it up to the upper buckle. And then you want to take the bottom cord and you want to loop it over the top cord and close the knot off. This will make a knot right down here, as you can see what I'm doing. You want to basically take all the slack out, and you want to tighten that up. Next, you want to take the top cord down through the top side of the buckle on the top, and do the same for the other one to the left of it. Then you're going to repeat the process. This is going to be a 4-strand core. And you're going to do the same thing for the second cord. Next, what you want to do, you want to take the 2 inside cords and you want to bring them up between cords 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. You're going to basically do the same thing like you did on the bottom section and make a knot in that separate individual cord. I'm going to pull the slack out on here. You're going to hold on. You want to make sure your cords are nice and tight for the core strand. The size that I'm using for this will be my wrist size. This is a little bit of slack on it, so I'm going with 8 1/4 inches. You're going to take the inside strand and bring it out to the right for that one, and then the second cord, the far right one, you're going to do the same thing. Next, you're going to repeat the process for the other 2. And then finish off with the last one, doing the same thing. Here you go. Next, what you want to do, I'm going to start from the right side with the black cord here. The colors I am using for this one are Tar Heel Blue and black. First thing you want to do is you want to take the bottom strand of the 2 cords on the right and you want to bring that over. Next, you're going to take the upper strand and you're going to bring that under. You're going to come up between cords 1 and 2 and pull out all your slack. And then you're going to go over the bottom strand, right back down between cords 1 and 2, making a loop over right there. Next, you're going to take the upper strand that you just looped over and come up between cords 3 and 4. And you're going to go down through between cords 1 and 2, and this will close off the first section. First, before you finish that, you want to make sure that when you're closing this up, you pull all your slack out from the bottom strand. So that you get like a, let me bring this back up to the top for a second. See how it looks right there? Alright. You want to tighten that up as much as possible. That's the undercord. And then you want to bring your bottom strand, the one that got looped over, back over to the other side. You're going to take your bottom strand back down underneath and repeat the process on the other side in between cords 3 and 4. And you're going to do the same thing for that. You're going to loop over the lower strand and do the same thing. You're going to come under and come up and over the lower strand with the upper strand, and you're going to do the same thing for this side. This will be the base for your weaving pattern. You'll continuously repeat the process, making sure to pull all the slack out and to make the upper and the bottom cords side by side, parallel with each other. You want to pull out any unnecessary slack that you have in it. Next, you're going to do the same thing for the other side. You're going to repeat the process. You're going to do the same thing for here. You're going to come all the way over with the bottom strand to the right, and then you're going to take your upper strand under the first 3 cords. You're going to come up between cords 3 and 4 and go back down while going over the lower strand, repeating the process. This will be the entirety of the pattern. Always also making sure to pull out any slack you may have. I would recommend using a pair of pliers or pulling out any slack you may have. And doing the same pattern again, making sure from the each color's perspective, you always make sure you go down on the one that loops over. You bring that down and never bring it over the right or the left. The right side for the blue or the left side for the black. Alright, I will continue to do this all the way to the end. Hang out, follow through, or do it for yourself. That's the first set, and then repeat the process. I'm just going to go a little bit faster so I can get this done. As you can see here, the loop over cord, you make sure you always, like I said, go down. You don't want to go over and then continue through. You want to make sure you go down in between the, like for the black cords, you go down between 1 and 2. For the blue cords, down between 3 and 4. Never over the top. If you want to try doing it that way, go ahead. I'll leave that up to you, but for me, it takes away from the aesthetic of the pattern. I like it better this way. Looks like it just floats. Apologize if I was off camera with that. Oh, no, I went to the wrong side. I was just about to derp on that one. Alright, now I'm going to show you how to close this knot off. This is going to be a very simple one. As you can see here, you want to take the understrand, the one that loops over each point, and you're going to bring that over the right for the black one, what I'm showing you right now. You're going to come back down. You're going to put like 2 of these cords over the pattern cords. You're going to come down and you're going to loop back through. This is the closure knot for the design. This will put a nice tightness here and up here so that you can mushroom the heads. I'll zoom in a little bit so you can get a better look. You're gonna take the cord, the underside cord, you're gonna come under, come right up here, through here, over, and down back through here, and through the loop in the cord under here, and then come out and tighten that up. And then you're gonna cut and cinch here and here. And you're going to do the same thing for the other one. I'll show you with this one. Let me zoom out a tiny bit. Right there. And you're going to take your cord. This is the upper one. The understrand right here. And you're going to come up. You can always just push this down a little bit to give it a more desired look. What you're going to do, you're going to take this cord right here. You're going to come underneath between cords 1 and 2. And then you're going to go back down. And then you're going to bring the cord out. And then you're going to tighten that up. And that will be the end of that. You can do the same for the other one. And then probably just, you want to go down through the bottom. And then probably loop back through. And then you can make it look like that. And then cut and singe at that. You can make it come over and look like that. But I don't want to do that. And I think where the other cord ends is the best spot to cut and cinch. So I'll leave that as is. This will be an offset on the cords. There'll be disparity. You'll have one short and one long. The reason why I chose to do 7 feet, because if I do anything less, it might come up short when I'm closing this off. I'm going to go ahead and cut and cinch these, and then we're going to call that a video. This is a look at the bracelet, how it looks. This is the underside. And yeah, let's go ahead and cut and cinch. You want to make sure you mushroom head this as much as possible. You'll use that as a stop for the cord, because if it goes through, then it's a problem. Always make a mushroom head out of it, and then do the same for the other one. You can, however, do this however you feel needed. I find it easier just to cut and singe on top. You can bring them under and tie them off anywhere in the bottom end of the cord and this pattern. But it makes it a little bit more bulky, and I don't want to do that. And there you go. There you have it. This is the Neon Beats. Paracord bracelet. Looks nice and clean, and it has a very nice look to it. My name is David. This is Ianda Sebro Paracord Design. Thank you, and have a nice day.